Sometimes the best solution is to work out. Sometimes the best solution is literally just to be aware of all that and it'll go away on its own. A lot of the time, the best solution is just to go back to your work, okay? Because your feelings are liars. They're always telling you to stop working, or you're too tired, or you need that donut, or some other fucking lie. When all you need to do is just become aware of that, focus on that, and then focus on reframing that towards a beneficial, positive state that's going to benefit you in the future. Now, the balance that I try to maintain is 50% for today, 50% for the future. All right. Sometimes you got to equalize that. You know, when I came out here to Europe for the first month or so, I was out every night. So I was probably living 70% for today, 30% for the future. So I need to make that debt up. I did the same thing when I moved to Shanghai the first time. So I've been paying that debt back because I owed myself that debt in terms of living 70% for the future, 30% for today for the last month and a half or so. But ultimately, the focus that I want to maintain is 50% for today, 50% for the future. The entirety of the game is just focus though. Like, there's a building behind me, focus on that. There's a car, focus on that. Oh, that car's purple, focus on that. Okay, there's my finger, focus on that. Those are neutral focuses, okay, but we can infuse negativity with that. See that like little purple car? Imagine if that was my car, and I'd say, man, I hate that I have a purple car. It was the only car that I could afford. It was my mom's car, and I feel like such a loser driving it. All of a sudden, you've chosen to focus on an object. You've ascribed that object to your own self-image, and you've chosen to ascribe a negative emotion behind that. When in reality, you literally just, out of all the infinite amount of places, ideas, things, information to focus on, you chose that one. You chose a very present, imminent, negative, material thing to focus on, okay? I mean, when you get an idea of what that actually means and how often you do that, it's gonna seem so fucking ridiculous that that's been your reality for so long, okay? Don't get me wrong, I used to live like this for the longest time until I figured out what's up, until, you know, Ramana Maharshi and his Argadata Maharaj, Tony Robbins, Eckhart Tolle. I'll give RSD a little bit of credit there too. I mean, not every one of those is a perfect saint. Some of them are, like Christ and Ramana, but they've at least awoken you to the idea that like this entire play is being created for you. Okay, you're in your consciousness, and you get to dictate what you're going to see in front of the screen. You get to dictate what you focus on. You get to dictate where you live. You know, you focus on where you live. You focus on what kind of information you consume. You focus on who you let in your reality. You focus, all that stuff, you know, is within your purview. The entire game is you're focusing on this and not focusing on that, focusing on that and not focusing on this, okay? If you can actually harness your will to have a laser beam focus on, you know, the kind of success that you want day after day, and ignore your feelings that are lying to you, okay? Same thing in the gym. Same thing in terms of becoming more attractive to women. Same thing in terms of focusing on the kind of relationships that you want to have and putting that effort in. It's fucking over for your competitors, man. Because everyone else in the world is focusing on every fucking thing that comes into their reality. Or they're distracted by choosing to focus on celebrity gossip for 2 hours, you know? Or they choose to focus on bad food and that takes them out of action for 3 hours. I mean, the competition is nil when you're able to focus. So, change your focus, man. Focus is everything. Motion creates emotion. You are what you focus on. You become what you focus on, or at least the illusion of it. You really are the Holy Spirit, and all this shit is just coming to you. But it sure as hell feels like you focus. You know, it's just a matter of state changes, right? So whatever you're focusing on, that becomes what feels like your reality. That becomes what feels like what you are, is what you focus on. Okay? So change your focus, make it consistent, make it happen day after day, year after year, over time, and it's over for your competitors. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, man.